Hello and welcome to another video for Auto Solutions Checkpoint. And in today's episode of In the Driver's Seat, I'm just going to give you a rundown of my previous month. Also, look what arrived in the post this morning. If you can remember this number plate, this is for the Cavalier. What a beautiful, beautiful number plate. Black and silver. For most of you that know your stuff, know that you can't have a black and silver plate on if your car is newer than, I think it's like 1980 sometime. But my one's 1986. I don't know whether it'd be worth taking the risk of just putting them on or just keeping them for shows or what. I really don't know. I just thought it would be a really good idea to get them. I thought they looked lovely and they would work really well with the car being red, black and red, and with the wheels being black too. I think it'll look really good. But yeah, this year month's been totally weird. Plus, I've been away on a working holiday as well. It's just been absolutely mad. A lot of driving involved. I've clocked up so much miles. It's unreal. With our Cavalier, I'm going to be changing the plates and boot lock. On previous videos, I actually showed you I was doing the Raptor on the back valance. I'm going to do it along the sides from the door trim down. And then the front balance as well. I nearly kicked it there. I was on the outside lane, just overtaken, and then a big police car came behind me. I thought I was getting pulled. I don't know why, because I didn't do anything, but the thought was there. I was like, oh, what have I done? Just heading over the bridge for the Glasgow airport, and it's so tempting just to go in and see if there's any flights going somewhere. And first job of the day, we're heading to a little place in Scotland called Saltcoats. So that's my first job of the day. I've got literally a mountain of job sheets of jobs to be doing today throughout the Central Belt, mainly diagnostics jobs. But yeah, it has been quite a fast tracking, weird June so far. It's not even over yet. Obviously I'll put an addition onto this video. It's not all done at the one time. The Ford Ranger had went. Not sure if I've mentioned that yet. But literally, in fact, I think I did mention about that. That was the guy that I thought was Ukrainian. Showed up in a BM3 series. He was Romanian. Started doing the moonwalk towards my Ranger. It's like, what are you doing? You know, oh, last price. Even though he said to me on the phone, that's the price I'm giving you, 100%. I'll not mess you about, blah blah. And as soon as he comes out, oh, last price, my friend. You're my best buddy. You give me luck penny. Get yourself the fuck, mate. Generally, work-wise, it's been pretty good. It was my missus' birthday. It was my daughter's birthday is just at the end of the month as well. And planning a wee holiday as well. We're just going to go down south. Just make it all about our kids and have lots of fun. And honestly, the urge is so bad, selling so much. I'm still on Gumtree every single day. Well, a day ago, Gumtree was down. You couldn't list anything, you couldn't view anything, and see throughout my work day, I was literally rattling because I couldn't get on the Gumtree. Last night, whenever I was on Gumtree, there was vehicles out this way, like Bridge of Weir as well, but I'm going to need to behave myself. I think what I'll do, if I get a wee chance, I'll go on the Gumtree just to see if there is anything extra special that I could maybe go and look at, but doubtful, because my mind is telling me to go for it. It's like having the little devil on my shoulder with the fork going, go for it, do it. And you've got the wee angel on this side. It's like, come on, you really don't need that. I just feel stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm rattling to buy something. I think what I'm needing to do is 110% clear my feed. Top priority, I can clear my feed, and then I can at least shut one of the yards down. It means I can focus on getting another place. Because it's not as if I've stopped looking for another garage. I have been, but it's not been top of my priorities because I don't want to be coerced into getting something that I'm not going to like being there. I want to make sure that my next move is one that is going to be for a good lot of years. Slowly you get, the health deteriorates, so I want to make things a bit more manageable for myself. And just say, for argument's sake, I was to pass on, you know, I really wouldn't want my family to be having to deal with all my estate, all my stuff. I sound like a millionaire, I'm not. It's just I've got lots and lots of stuff, far too much stuff. I had a customer yesterday in awe just with what I had at my garage in all. See, because I'm not used to what I've got, and you kind of take it for granted and whatever, but the likes of that customer, he was like, wow, he's like, you've got some collection of stuff, like car-wise, trailer, fucking wheels, tools, you know. I've just simply gathered things over the years and not really thought about it. I'm not a materialistic person, you know. I don't look at things as, oh, I've made this much money, I've made that much money, or how much money did you make, or how much did that cost. It doesn't bother me, but I'm definitely on the path to clearing my feet. So I've decided, like, obviously I said everything's for sale, but I've decided I'm keeping one of the Lutons. Now there were 3 in total, I've got rid of one. There's another one that's non-running that I'm trying to get running before I let go. If I can get it going, I'll make more cash on it, but that's clearly not what it's all about. But I would rather have it running, you know, rather than somebody barter me down because it's not running. Got quite a few transits there as well. The Mercedes S-classes, what do you think I should do with them? They're both non-running. Should I just advertise them the way I went and viewed them? Same type of ad, you know. Will I even get back what I paid for them? I don't know. Something's telling me just put it on eBay, put them on eBay and just advertise your ad as much as you can on social media forums and that, and try and get as much audience as I possibly can. Because I'm sure people will be out there bidding, but I'm quite aware and I've experienced quite a lot of time wasters on that eBay, where they would basically do your 5-day auction, win it and disappear. You know, they don't even make contact and try and pay you that. So this is what you're up against, dealing with these bloody clowns. You guys, this here place is grim. I've only been out of the van literally 10 minutes and I feel like I'm needing to go home and get a good wash. It's stinking. I always remembered Saltcoats being a nice place, but it just seems very grim and cheap and yucky. This morning is going to be absolutely hectic. It's Saturday morning and I decided through the week everything's for sale. I don't care no more. Everything is going up for sale. So I've got somebody coming out to look at a Golf. You've seen in one of the videos, it was one I just washed my hands off with the ECU problems. So the fella is coming out to take it away. Deals in export, so at least that'll be going to good use. I need to move a couple of my Luton vans just to gain access, and I know that the wheels will be seized on the Golf as well, so I've brought my skates so that I can get the car to the door. But I really can't be bothered today, I really can't. Other jobs to be doing, but at the end of the day I still need to get rid of stuff too. Oh, I can see this so far off. Hopefully this big Luton van will start. The other one, on the other hand, it doesn't start, so I'm going to need to maybe drag it out the way, but I'm thinking the wheels will be seized on it. So I've got it running, just got to get this here moved outside and then get the other Luton beside it moved as well. Okay, so garage is open. Just in at the Golf now, just get my skates. I just blagged the space saver out of it because it's going for export, so it's better just holding on to the space saver, because you've seen yourself it came in handy with the Serexio when the wheels were getting refurbed. Right, so this could be the day that I actually get rid of this flipping thing. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's been in here for some time. I washed it before it went in here, so it's just because of my wee neighbours. I've got some birdies up in here. Hey, what's it away? Hey, with the Golf away, it now leaves a space in that manky unit. So I've thought about putting one of the S-classes in. As you can see, this was my handiwork. Never come down to the yard in a temper because it doesn't go down too well. I done this here a couple of months ago. I was bringing the middle luton, not this year one, I was bringing the middle luton out in a bit of a rage, and hit this and hit that as well. Now this year was sitting further over beside the yellow recovery truck. That was the damage I done. Thankfully it was just restricted to the wing and the bumper, but the wing won't be able to get repaired. The bumper could, but again it's up to the people that buy it to do that. So I've got a base of a boot lid of an old Ford, I think it's like a Cougar or something. Just using this with the skates on the back of the wheels to hopefully try and get this up into the unit, just so as I can sit there till at the side what I'm doing with it. But up until now it's been a complete ball ache. Okay, so hopefully I can get this in without damaging it anymore. It's going back, but I think it's going the wrong way. Yeah, it's going the wrong way. I need to move the skates back and try and centralise it for getting in the garage. This is an absolute ball ache. I've got stuff to be doing, and if I don't do this now, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going over to the wrong side now. Oh my god. See, part of me's just wanting to flip and ram this thing in. Just get done with it. Yeah, that's it going. Really don't know how far in I can get within reach. I think as long as the front wheel stays straight now. Right, that's it in. If I can get it out without smacking wing mirrors. Oh my god. I feel like a flipping jippo, man. That's the Transit crew cab sold. I just need to go and drop it off at the guy, and it's another one down. About another 20 to go, but it will be worth it in the end. Okay, so I've got it loaded up, as you can see, and we're ready to go and drop it off to the customer. Does the old saying go, if it's on, it's gone. Hey, do you ever feel like you're being followed? Has that ever happened to you? I've been getting followed by this Transit for about 15 minutes. Shady as fuck, man. So I managed to sell the Transit crew cab to one of my friends, so we're just dropping it off at his yard. So it's all good in the hood. The weather looks alright, but weather forecast is set for torrential rain this evening with thunder showers. At the moment I can't see it, but with the way the weather's been, can't predict it, eh? So we're just approaching the junction for his yard. We'll get this dropped off and head back to base, drop the trailer off, and then I can get home. It's been quite a productive day. I was covering Edinburgh and the Lothians. I managed to bag a 4 o'clock finish, so I've just been kind of chasing my tail, getting stuff organised for this as well. So yeah, well, at least that's another vehicle away. I've done no bad. 6 vehicles are away in 2 weeks. The unfortunate thing is I've got about 20 of them to go, so I'll need to see what happens. But we're just approaching, and yeah, hopefully he's in. There he is. Chatting, broski? You good? Not much, man, yourself?
Did you get any interest in it?
I have. I've had literally, it's all the wrong interest, eh? So it's been quite difficult to make an in the driver's seat video this month. I've literally been all over the place, mentally and work-wise. I just haven't had a consistent amount of time to do the one thing. So it's been pretty difficult getting videos out to you. It's been really strange. That's quite a few customers now that have messaged online. Over time, right, I've had time waster potential customers, right, and you kind of know they're going to be a potential time waster when they're like, oh, I'm gotta speak to somebody, blah blah blah, I'll get back to you, and they never do. But what I've noticed more recently, even the past couple of weeks, I've had folk messaging me wanting work done on their car. I've said to them, right, I can get to it at maybe Saturday to get a look at it. Obviously not make a start working on it, get a look at it, and then see what's what. Maybe I can fix it on the day or what, I don't know. The usual, oh, right, I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. So there was one lassie that asked, and I said to her, like, I'll be able to get to you on Saturday. This is a couple of weeks ago. I'll be able to get to you on Saturday, but it wasn't good enough. Fucking Saturday morning, I get a message. What time can I drop this off? No, you can't drop it off, pal. You didn't book in with me. I'm not just waiting about. Like, oh, I've been such and such could potentially come in here, so I'm going to sit about and do nothing. At the end of the day, sorry, hen. I've got a business to run, and I've got mouths to feed. I'm not just here for your beck and call. So I've been getting quite a lot of that as well. Leads that have amounted to nothing. The usual time wasting people that don't realise that at the end of the day, we've got to earn money and we can't work for nothing. I done a wee homer for one of my pals' neighbours, so I managed to sort his brakes and done it very cheap. It was the usual, I don't actually have that. I didn't think it would be that much. I'm like, fuck off, mate, go and get that money, or else the brakes are coming back off. No caring. You go out of your way for people, you get complete other piss rippers. Don't realise that your time costs money. I got my experience through working darn hard. Never mind going to college or whatever, because I knew most of my stuff before I went to college. You get these absolute oxygen thieves that think, oh, he's doing it as a favour for his mate. Well, I said do it for nothing. Sorry, pal. If you want to charge my proper rate, you put your eyes open, mate. If you think garages charge that less, there's something wrong with your head. And I'm cheaper than quite a lot of people in my area as well. And that's been proven. I've seen invoices that customers have showed me from previous places and that, and I know I'm hands down cheaper. And cheaper isn't always best, but with me, I try my darn best, and you always get the best of me whenever I'm working. I don't compromise on quality unless you yourself are wanting crap parts put on your car. And even at that, whenever I put them crap car parts on that you've wanted, I'm not putting my name to that car, and you're warned not to put my name to that car, because it's all about my reputation. And at the end of the day, I'm not letting my reputation drop just because you want to scrape and scrape on your car. And this is turning out to be a bit of a rant. What can we do about it? It is what it is, and I'm getting pretty darn sick of it. It's been kind of weird, like, see, even in the news. I don't know whether you have been following the news, but there's that big ship, the cargo ship, that had the vehicles on it coming from Germany. I think it was like the Volkswagen Audi group. Again, if I can remember correctly, was it not 2022 the same thing happened? And there was loads of electric vehicles on it. It was going to Dubai or something. No, in fact, hold on. This one, I think this here one was going to Dubai. I'm not sure. Can't remember, but there was like 30 odd electric vehicles. The last one went on fire. You know what I mean? There was probably about £400 million worth of cars ruined. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. 400 million. And then this time, lo and behold, it's happened again. Volkswagen must be absolutely feeling right now. Some folk can make their conspiracies and say, oh, well, it's a bit too coincidental that the boats have went on fire carrying the same group of stuff. It's a bit suspect, is it not? But I'm still sticking with my feelings towards the electric vehicles. I don't think we are ready, and I didn't even think we were ready back in the 90s whenever they were bringing out things like that. And then even earlier ones that were bringing out electric things. Remember the Sinclair C5, was it? It died a death. Nobody wants an electric vehicle, realistically, right? You find people, they get electric vehicles, 9 times out of 10, they're vegans. I know, it's a bit stereotypical. They're vegans with no personality. I'm just getting it off my chest. Vegans with no personality, right? And they probably are one of these ones that put profile pictures up on their Facebook, eradicate slavery, blah, 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 and they're the biggest Karens in the planet. They just argue for the sake of arguing. It's all about keeping up with the Joneses. But do these absolute flipping oxygen thieves think for a second that, everything's all smelling of roses? Where do you think the batteries come from on it? Like, see the ingredients that they get to put inside the batteries, the lithiums, the cobalts and that. They don't actually realise that these batteries, there's folk out that are working for a pittance. They're working for like £1 a day, right? Even kids as young as 3 years old, right? Well, this is what I'm led to believe anyway. But they're out digging for this coal bit. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous that stuff like this here still goes on in this day and age. Everybody's guilty of it. Anybody that drives a car, anybody that uses a phone, anybody that flipping whinges about it, they're all fucking hypocrites. Everything's got batteries in it nowadays. You know, the mobile phone that you use, it's got batteries in it. Stupid people that just sit and flipping whinge, abolish slavery, and they just complain for the sake of it. It's a bit ironic that I'm complaining about people that complain. And yesterday, I had to go to a new customer, and it'll be the last time I'm ever doing anything for them. Arrived at their house. It was booked in for 9 sharp because they needed to be, I think they were going to work or something, so their car needed to be sorted within that certain bracket. So I arrived at their house at 9 o'clock sharp, chopped on the door, nothing. Left it a couple of minutes, chopped on the door again, nothing. Before I put my card through their door, I gave them my phone, it just rung out. So I phoned them again, it answered, and clearly they just woke up. Oh, can you give me half an hour so that I can go and get a shower? I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm here to work on your car, so I would appreciate it if you would come down. Oh, well, give me 10 minutes and I'll be down. I'm like, look, it's 9 o'clock sharp, just come down, give me the key, and I'll be done with it. I wish I had just told them where to go, because they were the most awkward people ever. They just went out of their way to be so awkward. If I had nothing better to do than be there working on their car, you know. And I had a cheek to whinge about the price. If they had went to a big garage, or even just an ordinary entry level garage, there would have been at least 250 quid, and I managed to get it done at my own discretion, 120 quid all in, and they whinged over that price. Mate, are you for real? You need psychiatric help? Bloodsuckers, eh? Oh, you take card? No, I don't. I do, but I was just, he was being awkward, so I wanted cash. Right, so made him go to the bank, and he was all, oh, so inconvenient for me. Oh well, tough tit. It's inconvenient for me, showing up at your house at 9 o'clock and you're not ready. Absolute arse. Arse of a men. Some mothers do have them, some mothers do throw them out, eh? Honestly, this video is just turning into a complete rant. For those of you that can remember Victor Meldrew, aye, I'm Victor Meldrew. I'm like a chip off the old block, man, because my dad's exactly the same. So currently enjoying a day off with little Macy Moo in the back. I get a phone call for an emergency recovery where somebody has pranged into our customer's car, and they need recovered, and the waiting list for anywhere was like 3 to 4 hours. So I just packed up from the shop in and headed over to get the trailer. So that's where we are going right now. I've no idea what the story is, what happened or whatever. All I know is that they need took back home. Fingers crossed it's a straightforward enough job. I've already asked them, is it freewheeling? So if I get there and it's not, it's at the end of the day I need to bill them more, because it's not a straightforward job. You had a good day, Mason? Yeah. Hey up, there's somebody else with similar taste to me. Very good choice in work vehicle. What do you say, Mason? Daddy's. It's very similar to Daddy's. It looks like Daddy's truck, doesn't it? Yeah. You gonna go and see Uncle Jordan? So basically when we arrive, I'll need to walk around the vehicle with the camera, and obviously video any damage before I put it on my trailer, because people can be fly and, you know, say you've caused damage when you haven't. So at least whenever you've done a video walk around, you're kind of giving an honest detail of what the car looks like, rather than the customer telling people that you've done that damage. Okay, so that does us just entering into Blackburn. Our turn off is approximately, I don't know, roughly half a mile up the road. So if everything is as described, this should be a straightforward enough recovery. So here we go. Oofed. You've seen that Dacia. It's been thumped at the front. Do you want to move that? No. Move that. I'm going to put it in there and then get that on. Uncle Jordan. here we go. It's pretty badly damaged. You stay there, Mason. There we go. You helping Daddy, Mason? You helping Daddy? On and gone. What I done was I removed all the broken parts of the bumper so that I could get it on without it damaging. I need to drop this off at the customer's house. Mason, are you out doing recoveries with Daddy? Yeah. Out recovering like a boss? Mason, what happened to the car? What happened to it? Was the car broken? Yeah. Did they have a crash? And they broke the car? Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Jordan was helping the people that crashed the car. He's a little good Samaritan. Okay guys, this could be the last journey that I have in the P100. Just on my way to Linlithgow train station. Going to collect the boy that has came a long way to come and see this. So fingers crossed he appreciates it and takes it away with him. I'm going to miss this thing, but I'm not using it, and needs must. So guys, the P100 is sold. The guy's just fixing the brake lights on it now, and then heading up to Stornoway. Such a sad moment. Sad moment. The P100 is gone. It's bought and paid for, and I'll only ever see it in photos because the guys promised me to send me photos and keep me updated with the journey. Feels so sad. Do you ever feel like you have done the wrong thing? I actually feel quite sad. The P100 is no longer my P100, it's somebody else's. The guy's chuffed with it, he's happy with it, and I've been as honest as I possibly can regards the car. You know, I just really wish him all the best with it and hope that he has as much enjoyment out of it than I have, and the enjoyment that the previous owners have had. My big mate that I got it off, he had so much enjoyment out of it. And then also that haulage company, WH Malcolm, like they had it and absolutely loved it. So yeah, the guy's quite an enthusiast. He's got a Ford Orion and he's got Cosworth Sierras and that, so at least I know it's going to a good home. Absolutely loved that car, and even my daughter Olivia, she called it the bumpy car, but just wait till I tell them it's away. So guys, you've got me at a sad time, but what can I say? It's away, and at the end of the day I'm doing exactly what I should have done a good while ago, because I've got that many vehicles and I'm needing to kind of shave down on them, to be honest. Now, this video has been completely threw together. I haven't been in the frame of mind to be doing constructive videos over the past maybe month or so. I've got off to a good start doing the videos, and then something's happened and I've decided that I'll not continue with that video or whatever. But basically the following bits are just little clips over the past month or so when I've been out working, so I've just threw it together. But things have went from worse to absolutely terrible. Told you the situation with the garage, and it's basically came to an end. I received a letter from the guy that owns the garage. He gave me a hard time on Tuesday for having my daughter in at work. She's only 6 and she was in helping me, and he gave me a hard time because she was in, basically saying it's irresponsible parenting, blah 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 blah. He's not happy with it or whatever, but at the end of the day she's my child. I'll do as I please. At the end of the day I'll bring my kids up the way I want to bring my kids up, and at the end of the day I'm bringing my kids up to be independent, so that they don't need to rely on anybody when they're older, so that they can do things for themselves and not depend on other people, right? So with that in mind, the guys took the huff with me, and then the next day I get a letter saying, oh, you've got a month to get out. So basically me taking my time trying to find somewhere that I will be happy moving to is kind of, I'm not going to be able to do that. I've got a month's notice and I need to remove my stuff and go elsewhere. Plus trying to keep a business going and pay bills. How's that going to work? You need deposits and things like that, and also the work that I've got booked in, projection for the next month. You know, I've had to phone some customers and tell them, look guys, this is the situation. I'll not be able to do that with your car, so you'll need to go somewhere else. So in a way, I've let all these people down, you know, which I don't like doing, because my sole purpose of starting back working on cars was to give people that need a break and do things cheaper than what other garages would, so that it gives them a break financially, you know. But now I'm in the situation where I'm desperately needing another unit, you know. So everywhere I've been looking so far has been astronomical rent. You know, I would rather go and get a business mortgage for somewhere before I would pay that rent. Yes, I know I'm being stubborn, but at the end of the day, it's the way it is. I've even offered to buy the place that I'm in now, but he's not interested. Says maybe in a couple of years, but he's not interested now. I don't care no more. I really don't. He can do what he wants. It's been great that I've been able to do that from there for the past 2 years. It's amazing. I can't be dealing with this uncertainty. I just don't like the way things are heading. I'm not going to let it consume me, and I'm not going to let it define me. You know, at the end of the day, I've got this far in life to fight my way through and basically finding my feet anytime I get knocked on the ground. I would love sometimes for somebody to walk a mile in my shoes. I'm not pulling the sympathy strings or anything. There's a lot of people out there that would rather judge you than actually know what you're going through. We live in a world now where people are like, oh, if you need me, give me a shout. If you need a chat, if you're feeling low, blah, blah, blah. And then see, whenever you do message these people, basically saying, look, shit's hit the fan, I'm not feeling right, whatever, they don't want to know, because it's all been a front. Oh, look at me, being a good friend and that. When the shit hits the fan, your friends are nowhere to be seen. No, you know who your real friends are. Luckily, I've got a couple of good friends that it doesn't matter like what I'm doing, they support you. If you put something up, wanting something, they would share your post or whatever. There's folk out there that just do things for a front. I just feel quite sad. I feel quite sad it's came to this. It's just more annoying that everywhere is an absolute fortune now. Everything's dropping in price. Like the car market is definitely dropping, right? Because the price of scrap has went down as well, and you're getting less people wanting top dollar for their old shite. I think the next step is, well, basically tonight, whenever I finish work, I'm going to start removing that stuff from the garage, and I'll need to prepare my shipping container to put more stuff in, and then the rest of the stuff I'm just going to take it to the other yard and store it down there in the meantime. I can't even deal with this. Basically, you've got a month to get your things together. A month? Are you kidding me on? It's not short notice. It's like, hold on a wee minute, I'll just tell all my customers, look, get yourselves there. You know, at the end of the day, they're customers that I've worked on hard for, and customers that respect me and I respect them, and at the end of the day, I like to save them money. But yet, whenever things like this happens, it makes you look so incompetent, and what can you do? You know, it is what it is how it is, and I can't help it, so just gotta get on with it. So, these next clips, take what you may of it, you know. You can tell, even in my last video, my heart's not in it. It should be. I would love to do this full time, you know, but at the end of the day, I need all you people that aren't subscribed to subscribe to my channel and help me make something of it. I'll still do it regardless. I had people that I've spoke to and that, oh, you've got a YouTube channel, yeah, oh, I'll subscribe to you, but whatever, and they don't bother their backside. I know who subscribes to me and who doesn't. The world is full of leathers. But anyway, enjoy the next clips, and I'll see you when I see you. Can't believe how much this year has took a turn for the worst. It has not panned out really, really well. You know, obviously there's more to it, but obviously this is as much as I would like to talk about it. I just think it's absolutely ridiculous what's been happening, and I just hope somewhere decent shows up, because I really, really don't want to go back to the old place that I'm currently renting for storage, because the place is a dive, it's dangerous, and the landlord of that place will not do anything to improve the conditions of it. It's such a crap situation to be in, and I wouldn't envy anybody else in the same position, because it plays a big part in your mental state, and some people just can't handle it. I'm a fighter. I've just got to keep positive and just work through it. It's this kind of stuff that puts you in an early grave, but I'm not going to let it define me, so just got to keep above and just get on with it. But anyway, you guys take care, and I'll catch you in the next video. But 10-10 over and out.